Tournament. First up today, we see the two winning teams from yesterday go head-to-head as Israel take on the Czech Republic. Czech Republic pushed all the way by our hosts Estonia, but eventually in that final minute walking away with a hard-fought three-point win. As for Israel, on the other hand, they made pretty easy work of North Macedonia, running away with a 19-point win on the opening day. Some fans in early. We'll see a much bumper crowd for our second game of the day, which will see Estonia taking on North Macedonia. That's the lineup as you see. The early game, Israel, Czech Republic. Our later game, Estonia versus the Republic of North Macedonia. Just a reminder, Group B in Poland tips off today. In fact, as it stands at the moment, Poland have a 10-point lead over Hungary. There's our table as well, as you can see. As I said, two winning teams, Israel, Czech Republic, and Estonia, Republic of North Macedonia without a win on the opening day. But as I was saying, Poland, Hungary at the moment. Poland leading that one by 10. About 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. And then the second game of the day in Poland tips off about 90 minutes time from now, with Portugal taking on Bosnia and Herzegovina. We're now going to have the Czech Republic team introduced here in the arena, and they will have entered this tournament as favourites, but today will likely be their toughest test of this group phase, if not their toughest test of the tournament, full stop. But the Czech Republic looked strong at times yesterday. Their veterans really led the way. Martin Križ and Tomáš Kyslík combined for 31 points and 9 rebounds. They really stepped up when their team needed them. However, in the game against Estonia at times, there was a real lack of on-ball pressure. And if they continue with that here today against a very strong Israeli team, it might be a different result than the win that they picked up yesterday. Coach Ocampo there will be happy with the first game of this tournament. Remember, top two teams here from Group A progress through to face the top two teams from Group B in Poland. That will take place in Gliwice. Semi-finals on Friday with the final on Sunday. Now for Israel, they look the most confident in yesterday's opening games. Controlled it pretty much from start to finish against North Macedonia. Some big plays and some big games. We've just seen Roman Sorkin step on the floor. Huge game for him. 21.7 rebounds, 5 assists at times. You would have to say, look near unguardable. Add to that the final player to come onto the floor, which will be Yatak Ziv. He caused chaos in the backcourt. Sublime handles. And Israel really are a real handful. Ability to score across the floor is a real asset for Coach Ocampo. We're now going to, for Coach Betalakmi. We'll now have a break in the commentary for the national anthems of both Israel and the Czech Republic.
The national anthem of Czech Republic. Thank you.
Both teams head to the centre line, as do the coaches, to shake hands and exchange gifts. Plenty of smiles, but this should be a very, very good team, a very good game. Sorry, both these teams very closely matched, similar styles, similar levels. I'd love to pick a winner out of this. Here's our officials for today: Antonio Conde, Gatis Salens, and Franco Grasim from Spain, Latvia, and Croatia, respectively. They're ready to go, as are we. We are now under 5 minutes away from the opening tip as both teams get into their final warm-ups. We will try and jump in and have a look at the starting fives for both teams shortly. Remember, both these teams picked up wins yesterday, so they'll come in with some confidence. Moments away now. Here's the starting five for the Czech Republic: Wojciech Gruben, Sejenel, Kozak, Krejci, and Križ. Mentioned obviously the impact that Križ had coming off the bench. Tomáš Kišlík had a phenomenal game day one. Krejci also stepped up in game day one as well, though. He had 20 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. That's a big game from him. And Coach Ocampo fully focused in. He'll be happy after the first game day. Obviously recently appointed, just about a month ago, in fact. A month anniversary tomorrow for him, for his appointment as head coach of this Czech Republic team. But at the other end of the floor, the man of the hour was certainly Roman Sorkin yesterday. He was doing everything, a real handful, scoring from all over the floor. Really tough to guard. That said, he wasn't on his own. Here's a starting five: Sorkin, Madar, Altzi, Blazer, and Ziv. Madar also stepped up, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for him in game day one. And a fair bit coming off the bench for Coach Bedalakmi in today's game. Remember, the winner of today's game takes a real huge step towards the semi-finals in Poland on Friday. Loser will enter the last game on Tuesday on a must-win game. Let's listen to what Coach Bedalakmi has to say.
סטפ אפ עם ים, אתה מתגלגל פנימה, עוד. This side, beat, beat it here. So receive, pausa. Okay, now you have beat here, Ondra, give me this. And then you are running behind him. Michael, you are running behind him. I need that you are very fast here. So now, after the stop, you go más o menos por aquí. And then, Ondra, you go like this. Then they're gonna switch wherever because they scout a lot. Vas a hacer este. Te metes por aquí, ¿ok? Los botes ahí. Venga, estamos con open.
Plenty of preparation going on in the background for both of these teams. Most relaxed people in the gym are the fans. Some coming in early to see these two teams go toe-to-toe. We'll have a bumper crowd in for the game later today. Not quite a must-win, but very close for Estonia and North Macedonia. Sorkin comes to the floor. Plenty expected from him again today. Two evenly matched teams here. Play a similar style of basketball as well. It might just come down to whichever team is able to execute that game plan to the highest possible level will be the one that comes away with the win and take a huge step towards the semi-finals in Poland on Friday. And we're underway here in Tallinn. Game day 2 the first game of the day as the two unbeaten teams after game day one go head-to-head. Israel against the Czech Republic. Remember, Olympic dreams on the line in this tournament. 8 teams fighting it out for one place in the full Olympic qualifying tournament next year. CZE steps back, comes up short though. The defense was good there from Madar. Ziv brings it up, hands it off to Sorkin. That was a real combo in yesterday's game. The trio of Sorkin, Madar and Ziv really got the job done for Israel. Good, quick ball movement. 3 goes up, that's an air ball, but Sorkin will scoop up that air ball and get his first points of the game. Picking up right where he left off yesterday. Ruben, the Czech captain, with possession at the top. CZE now. He's got the mismatch that he wanted. Quick ball movement, but not quick enough. Shot clock violation, and not the most confidence-looking offense there from the Czech Republic. Didn't quite get into their flow, and you can see Coach Ocampo's reaction to that offense. Sorkin now. Ziv trying to shake things up, find space, creates for himself for the 3. It's off right. And neither team either able to or being allowed to get into a strong half-court set as of yet. Both coaches, I think, with similar emotions after the first couple of possessions. Ruben accelerates it up over the half. Pulls up, 3 ball is good. Wojciech Ruben had a bit of a tough game yesterday. Didn't score a point, was on the floor 13 minutes and fouled out of the game. Not what you would expect from him. A veteran player, been there, done that so many times for his national team. Thankfully for him, his teammates stepped up in a big way, but he'll be relieved to get that 3 away early on. That's a powerful drive to the basket. Foul's going to be called on Sorkin now, I think, as he just eased CZE out the way for that rebound. Let's have a look at number 9 there. Yes, CZE lucky not to have a foul called him, to be fair. He's put both palms on the chest of Sorkin. Sorkin retaliates and just shoves CZE to the floor. Sorkin this time on the floor. Ruben open for another 3. Back-to-back triples. Wojciech Ruben certainly making amends for the quiet game yesterday. Israel quickly trim Czech Republic lead back down to 2. Pass inside is well read by Ziv and quickly pushed away to get it up the floor. Czech Republic recover though. Ziv has it knocked away. Good quick hands by the Czech Republic. 2-on-1 break now. Ruben though loses control. Oh, that's a great save for Israel. Shows how much it means to these players. Find me a player who doesn't want to play in the Olympics. And that's what they're fighting for here. And that's the threat that Sorkin poses. As soon as it's in the low post, the double drops down on him. Second foul of the game for the Czech Republic. Madar now loses it again on the spin, and the Czech Republic really getting their hands into the defensive side of things. Several dribbles knocked away already. Krejci blocking fouls going to be called Ziv called for that foul. Just tries to turn the corner. Yeah, Ziv not quite established in front of him. Still slightly lateral. Both rosters stuffed full of super smart players. And two very good coaches in Diego Ocampo and Ariel Bezalakmi. Ruben pulls up, another three ball, and not this time. Where's the rebound? Czech Republic come away with it. Strong move, and one. Big play, tough play. Ondřej Seja now. Foul's going to be called on Blazer. Just didn't quite get across quick enough and establish himself. Chance for the Czech Republic now to open up a 5-point lead in this game. Perfect from the free throw line yesterday. Ondřej Seja. That's the kiss of death for him on the free throw. Gets it to go though as the Czech Republic fans enjoy it. He'll head to the bench. Into the game comes one of the superstars of yesterday, Czech Republic's top scorer, Tomáš Kysling. 40% from downtown for his 16 points, also grabbed 4 rebounds. Sorkin blast down the lane, draws the foul and receiving a lot of attention right now, Roman Sorkin. Czech Republic overplaying on him. Kliš called for that foul. You wonder if they're saying if Sorkin doesn't get his, will Israel still be able to operate? Maybe that's the plan from Coach Ocampo. Sorkin will head to the free throw line. First trip of the day. Not just for Sorkin, but for Israel as well. First is good. Will he get the roll on the second? He does. Brings Israel to back within 3. As expected, a very close game. Good full court pressure here from Israel. Ziv for 3, and he ties the game up. 4 minutes gone in the first quarter, and we are tied at 9 apiece. Everything suggested that this was going to be a close game. A very similar style of team going against each other here. Is linked to Ruben. He gets the space for a 3. 2 from 4 now, Wojciech Ruben. Started hot, cooled off somewhat in the last couple of minutes. Blazer in and out. Rebound by Ruben. His first board of the game. Turka now looking to hand it off to Kysling. Got the mismatch, little step back, 3 goes up, no good. Had what he wanted, a little bit of separation between him and the defender. Couldn't quite find the range though. Sorkin now up against Kysling, certainly a mismatch, and Kisling's just going to shove him out of bounds. As I say, Czech Republic willing to give up fouls against Sorkin, then let him get to the basket and get motoring. There's the steal, and Ziv just stepping in with the sweet left-handed stroke for the 3. Rebound pulled down. Artsy puts the 3 up, long rebound, stretch high by Krejci. Kysling spills it out of bounds. Over 4 minutes to play as we see CZE come into the game for the first time. Ruben going to the bench. 6 points for him. Ziv also heading to the bench. He has 3. Kravitz comes in for Ziv. Kisling just attacks the glass. Sorkin reads it well though. I think he got a slight deflection on that one. Madar. Real frenetic phase now in the game. Both teams putting a little bit more transition into their offense. It's leading to a few more mistakes at the moment. And Madar has it stolen away again, but the foul will be called. As the Czech Republic really are focusing in on trying to get their hands into the dribble. Look how low they are. The double comes across as well. Krejci does a good job in getting involved, but the foul is eventually called. Yeah, plenty of contact on the wrist just there. Krejci heads to the bench. Czech in the penalty, so that will send Madar to the line for 2 shots. Chance for Israel to open up a lead here. First is good from Jan Madar. 80% from the free throw line yesterday, contributing towards his 12 points. Nicely balanced Israeli roster, to be fair. Plenty of young players like Madar coming through, but also some veterans as well, as he is replaced by Bar Timur, the captain for Israel in this tournament. Kisling slows it down, hands it back to Sayanet. Kisling fades away. Good defense by Israel, closing off easy passing lanes and contesting all shooting opportunities. Drive to the basket off the left hand, no good. Looked like a strong move from Kravitz, just not quite on target. Wide open, Kisling 3, short again. After a standout performance yesterday, Tomasz Kisling 0 from 4 so far to start this game. Sorkin, turnaround jumper out of the low post. Israel with the narrow 2-point lead. 3 goes up, that one's short as well, and all of the Czech Republic's attempts right now from downtown coming up short. Foul's going to be called as Kravitz looks to feed the low post. I think the foul's on CZE. That will once again send Israel to the free throw line, and in what has been a relatively low scoring game, the free throw line can certainly be your friend. Outseat comes out as Burschel. Plenty of changes here for both teams. Kisling comes out as Svoboda comes in for the Czech Republic, and Liza comes in as Artsi goes to the bench. Sorkin no good with the first. Hits the second. 3 from 4 from the free throw line today so far. Roman Sorkin has 4 points as he steps out and Chachashvili steps in his place. Herschel will hand it off. Pretty straight up defense right now from Israel, not helping too much and relying on their own individual defense as they break out in transition. Timor couldn't quite recover possession cleanly and struggled to get the score, but it's stolen back. That's a good read by Blazer. Ziv now. Timor drives inside, the defense is good, enough pressure there. Chachashvili though, back-to-back offensive rebounds. 23-year-old coming in and doing a job. Played in Bamberg last season. Does a great job, rebounds twice. His first 2 rebounds of the game and heads to the free throw line with a chance to extend Israel's lead further. Madar comes in as Ziv goes to the bench. 1:03 left in this first quarter. Low scoring. Interesting as both these teams try and work each other out in the opening quarter. Chachashvili misses the first of his 2. Rattles home the second. Israel's lead is now out to 4 points. That is a game-high 4-point lead for them. Sayanal looking for options in front of him. Not too much presenting itself with this covering defense from Israel. Oh, and the 3 is good. And that is what the Czech Republic are looking for. Israel is switching on almost everything defensively. And with that in mind, they're going to get a mismatch with Sorkin out on the perimeter. That's not where he wants to play defense. Timor drives the baseline, tries to muscle his way inside and does. That's pure grit and hustle from Bar Timor. Gets that little first step, gets Zvatar on his shoulder, and then just has to use his strength to find a space under the bucket. Zvatar with his second foul of the game. 3-point play completed by Timor. 21.8 seconds left in this first quarter as we see Paritsky come into the game and Blazer go to the bench. Ruben also stepping back in as Zvatar with 2 fouls will go and sit down. Playing out, fouled as he brings it up the floor by Yair Kravitz. Czech Republic will look to take the final shot of this first quarter, a chance to cut some of this 4-point deficit that they face right now. Into the corner, strong drive, pass is good. Shot clock though is going to beat them, is it? They get it up, shots away, that's waved away, and that will be the end of the first quarter here in Tallinn. An interesting first quarter as 2 of the favorites in this group go head to head. 10 minutes in the book, it's Israel 16, Czech Republic 12. Here are the shooting stats from that first quarter. As you can see, nothing to write home about. A low-scoring game, defense dominating the way. Czech Republic looking to score from outside, Israel going inside. Here are some of the highlight plays from that first quarter of action. Remember, this is game day 2. Both these teams entered today's game with a win from the opening game yesterday. And a bit of a stuttering start. Israel are being led by Roman Sorkin, 5 points, 4 rebounds in that first quarter. As for the Czech Republic, their 12 points have come purely from the hands of 2 players. Wojciech Ruben has 6 points, 2 from 4 from outside. And Andrei CZE has 6 points. Also, no one else to register points for the Czech Republic in that first quarter. Certainly expected this one to be a close game, and it's not disappointing as these 2 teams go head-to-head, fighting for a spot at the Olympic qualifying tournament in full next year. A place at Paris 2024 on the line. QR code on the screen right now for you. Courtside 1891 streams, schedules and scores. Everything you need if you're a true basketball fan. Scan that code, get that app on your phone. It'll bring you so much basketball from all over the planet. It is definitely worth a subscription. Israel on the floor, ready to go. They hold a 4-point lead at this stage and keen to get things underway again. Second quarter underway here in Tallinn, opening game of game day 2, the Olympic pre-qualifying tournament here in Estonia. 10 minutes already run away with us. It's Israel lead 16-12 over the Czech Republic right now. Timur to the basket, draws the foul. Ruben's going to be called for that foul. Yeah, just a quick first step from Timur. 2 of the veterans going toe-to-toe, Ruben and Timur. The 2 captains going toe-to-toe as Coach Betelachmi looks on. Timur hits the first. Back at the line for the second. Good to go. Israel's lead extends further now. 6-point lead. And in a low-scoring game, a 6-point lead is a reasonable amount. Paterka comes back out to Ruben. Mismatch in the low post. Where is it now? Mismatch is all over the floor for Israel. Little running right hand. I'm not sure that was really the right choice by Pershel. Potentially could have backed Madar to the basket a little bit more. Now Madar has got the foot speed mismatch over Pershel. Oh, crosses him up. And an easy score as the Czech Republic defense tries to flex to get back in place. Pershel long 2. That one whips through the white. And exactly what the Czech Republic needed. Had a bit of a sparse offense closing minutes of that first quarter. Needed to get things underway again early in the second, and they have. Madar for 3. Oh, string music from the wing. Jan Madar. Didn't hit a 3-pointer yesterday, hits one today. Thrown away against the Czech Republic. Israel now really starting to take control of the game. Clear the runway. Paritsky flies high and throws it down. Here's the break. Well executed by Israel. Takes it to the top floor and throws one down. Timeout called by Coach Ocampo as he's seeing the game starting to run away. 25 to Israel, 14 to the Czech Republic. A little over 8 minutes left in this second quarter.
Like, we don't pressure in the kind of, like we don't pressure, he goes like this, we don't deny, so he shoot. Because we don't pressure the ball. Because you are afraid about the 1-on-1 situation, but if you don't defend nothing 1-1, at least pressure. Every time is boom, 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 boom. And we complain to the referees that to defend 1-on-1, pressure the ball, good positions, it's 1-1. So we try to play here against him, and now nobody runs back.
Not gonna lie, I love that bit of coaching. We complain to the referees and we're not playing any defense. I love that, forcing his team to take accountability for the mistakes they're making on the floor rather than shifting that to someone else like the officials. That is absolutely how you play top-level basketball, in Israel at the moment are taking the Czech Republic and giving them a lesson in team basketball. Israel lead by 11. Just about 8 minutes left in this first half. Czech Republic struggling to get their offense firing. Sanel kicks it out. Free ball in and out. Where's the rebound? Eventually Madar, and once again we're out at the races. Oh, big rejection. That's a great chase down. Krejci. Catch and shoot in the corner, and again another miss. This time though, Czech Republic grab the rebound and one. Martin Kriš, the big man, steps up, does the job when they need him most. Goes strong, and yeah, easy call for the officials as Chachashvili just keeps moving forward while playing defense. Here's the chase down block though. Eyes on the prize for that one. Pins it against the glass. Oh, love that camera angle. Just catches it, in fact. Doesn't quite get the pin on it. Does enough though to put it off. Kriš gets the bonus point. Trims Israel's lead down to just 8 points now. Czech Republic only 2 free throws in this game so far. Corner 3 is good, and this is what Coach Ocampo's talking about. Way too much space for the Israeli players to operate within. This time, Timor nails the corner 3. Once again, Czech Republic's jumper comes up short. Sorkin pulls down his 5th rebound of the game. Alongside 5 points. Timor, that looked flat, but it's good. Wow, back-to-back threes for the captain. Game high, 14-point lead now for Israel. Worrying time to the Czech Republic. Krejci hands it off inside, and another one opportunity for Martin Kriš. Trying to take his team on his shoulders right now, the big man. It's a lovely penetration, draws the double, and there's the disruption that enables Kriš to find the space that he needs. Back at the free throw line again. Kriš had 15 points and 5 rebounds against Estonia yesterday. 5 points and 4 boards already today. Kriš will get to go again as the lane was invaded a little early. And he gets the bonus. 6 points now, 2 3-point plays for Kriš. 11-point lead still though for Israel. Madar trying to shake and bake. Oh, wow. Doesn't get the finish, though. All the handle. Ziv floats inside and just caresses the ball into the bucket. Stolen back by Madar. Ziv open for 3, wide open. No good, though, and that one will clip the back of the backboard and become a Czech Republic ball. 13-point lead for Israel, and they are hyped They have all the momentum and all the energy right now. Foul will be called on Ziv as he just gets lured in by Kisling's crossover. .5:52 left in this first half. Israel certainly in command of this game, not just on the scoreboard, but with the way the game is being played. Krejci, reverse layup, doesn't get the score, draws the foul from Sorkin. He's saying he's straight up. Let's have a look at the replay on this one. Now you can be straight up, but you're moving in the air. You're not jumped straight up, you jump forward towards the basket. Definitely a foul, right call by the officials. Israel now in the penalty as well. Chance for the Czech Republic to chip their way back into this game, potentially from the free throw line. 5:50 still left in this quarter. The first is good for Vít Krejci. Drafted seventh in the second round in 2020 into the NBA. 23-year-old, one of the potential future leaders of this team, already taking on a fair bit of that responsibility. But when you look at the likes of Ruben and Krish and Kisling, all of them in their 30s now, potentially this will be Krejci's Czech Republic team in the future. Timeout called here. 5:35 remaining. Coach Bedalakmi calls a timeout. He leads by 11.
אתם מרגישים יותר מדי בנוח. תהיו יותר חדים, אנחנו גם מקבלים סטלים פשוטים, פאולים שטותיים, תהיו יותר חדים. התקפות כאלה, אסור לבזבז. רומן עם שתי פאולים, צריך להגן עליו. אנחנו מאוד גדולים. תפתח, תחזור על בר. יאללה, בוא נלחץ. 27 קריטי עכשיו, אוקיי? 27 קריטי עכשיו. אישית רגילה.
Important 5.5 minutes of basketball ahead of the Czech Republic here. If they can get into the locker room down by just single digits, or even maybe with a narrow lead themselves, that would be a huge achievement. They can't allow Israel surely to extend this lead further and give themselves a real mountain to climb in the second half. Coach Bedalakmi will be urging his team to push on, not to take their foot off the gas. Let's see how they respond from this timeout. Ruben now at the top. Horn's offense being run by Czech Republic. Elbow, jumper, it's good. And that is where Wojciech Ruben is up there with one of the best, one of the leading scorers in the history of the Basketball Champions League. Wojciech Ruben took his services to London, played for the Lions this past season, helping them in their international challenge as well as winning the domestic treble. Three ball goes up, that's short. Doesn't look like the Czech Republic particularly want to push the pace though. Happy in the half court as they run a 5-out offense. Kisling now drives inside, has to go so high off the glass, but does so over the outstretched fingertips of Sorkin. First points of the game for Tomáš Kisling. Three goes up and is good. We've got a chance of a 4-point play here for Israel. Madar just drawing Bomb into the foul. It's the right call. Bomb only been in the game a little over 2 minutes. not the impact he will have wanted to have. Madar now at the free throw line, already at 10 points. Perfect so far from the free throw line in this game. 4-point play for Jan Madar. Krish goes to the reverse layup. The defense from Sorkin is enough to put him away. Madar against Bohm. Madar knows he's got the foot speed one on this one. Doesn't take the three though. Hands it off to Ziv, who steps in. Bohm with the rebound. Shot clock down to 10. Krish, treble team comes across. Bohm, corner pocket three is short. Off target. Ziv backs it out. Wants a run up at this one. Shot clock at 5. Little left hand, soft one off the glass. The defense, though, doesn't give him much. Comes back out to Madar. He's short. Israel will go again. He just looks so composed and confident in what they've got to offer. Oh, lovely pass inside. Madar almost with the little fake shot, dumps it inside to Chachashvili. Look, looks like he's going to take the jumper. No, he's not. Drops it into his big man. And as soon as his big man scores, what's he do? Rightfully so, goes straight away and thanks Madar for the assist. Coach Bedel-Akmi also thanks him. 13-point lead now for Israel. Timeout called by Coach Ocampo.
Hey, three times in a row, they are playing here one-on-one, and this guy is moving, and we lose this guy. You lose the guys. They are moving, and you lose the guys. Don't focus on the ball, be in the right triangle. This is the question. They shoot, you don't box out, you are looking how something happens. Can you forget, place the scoreboard and play step by step in the right way? Venga, press breaker. I want the ball here, and we run, okay? Let's go, let's go!
Coach Ocampo focusing on the defensive side of things, saying you're missing matchups, you're missing switches, and we're being punished for it. But you have to say that one of the main protagonists that's punishing is the 22-year-old Jan Madar. That's the final play so far, as he dumps it inside for the assist. 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for Jan Madar in the first 17 minutes of this game. Ruben runs a pick and roll with Krish. Stolen away though, that's really good defense by Kravitz. Timor will come back out. Still 8 to work with for Israel. High pick and roll for Timor. Gets the defender on his back and just glides his way to the basket. Timor having a game. 13 points now for Bar Timor. Out of bounds by Kisling. At the moment, what the Czech Republic are offering up is crumbling. Zvatsar comes into the game as Tomasz Kisling goes to the bench. Also into the game is Purcell as Martin Krish goes to the bench as well. Hot hand Timor now with possession. Oh, it's just the speed that he attacks the basket that gives him the space. A poor pass this time, though. That's a poor pass from Ruben. Telegraphed and short. Catch and shoot wing. Short. Grabs his own rebound though. Timor doing it all. Madar for three at the top. It's the Madar and Timor show right now for Israel. That backcourt combo absolutely putting the Czech Republic to the sword. 18-point lead. Ruben. Oh, and doesn't get the roll, and it comes off him. Israeli ball. Ruben saying he got hit on the side of the head. There's the pass to Madar. There's the sweet, sweet stroke as it drops through the net with the easiest. Timor heads to the bench. What a job he's done so far. 13 points for him, as well as the assist on that last play. Double change for the Czech Republic, as well as Senel and Svoboda have come into the game, and Krejci and Ruben have gone to the bench. Blazer, the player that's come in for Bar Timor. Little shake from Madar out to Kravitz. Kravitz, oh, that's too much aggression and directness. It's a fine balance. You certainly want to attack the basket with physicality, but that's great defense, to be fair. Spencer Svadzar takes the stand, puts his body on the line and draws the foul. Into the final minute of this first half. Corner three, no good again. Svadzar, though, chases it down and gets the score. That is well read by the 28-year-old. Playing for Nimborg next season. Madar, in and out. Rebound pulled down. Svadzar. Oh, he's doing everything right now. 5 quick points and a charge taken. Spencer Svadzar. Quiet game yesterday, certainly making some noise today. There's the three from the corner. Timeout's been called by coach Bedel-Akmi. His team's lead is down to 13. 28.5 left in this first half.
פרס קודם כל, פרס פרי קודם כל, בסדר? אנחנו משחקים אחרי זה את השתיים עם מסירה. אם אין מסירה, פשוט לחסום, אוקיי? ארצי שיהיה השני, אתה מגיע ראשון, חוסם, תפתח. יש להם עוד כדור, תסתכלו. פנימה הם לא עשו סלים. אתם סתם באים לעזור, השלשות מחזיקות אותם. לא לעזור סתם, אנחנו מסתדרים בפנים.
What could be the final couple of plays of this first half, but Bar Timor back in the game. What a game he's had so far. 13 points for the Israeli captain, really leading the way for this Israeli team today. Had 12 yesterday as well, though, to be fair. Certainly leads by example. Ziv is fouled by Svadzar. That will give possession back. Zvadzar's third foul as well. That's a problem. Just gets a hot hand, and now he's headed to the bench. That said, he's going to have a break anyway, as Kislink comes in his place. Madar now. As the Czech Republic apply a little bit of pressure, but Israel are in no real hurry. Just needed to get the ball up over the half in 8. They're going to burn as much clock as they can down. Less than a second difference between that shot clock and the first half clock. Madar shaping up, shaking, pulls the trigger on the three, comes up short. Ziv gets it back, fades away. Three ball is short again. And that is the last of the action of the first half here in Tallinn. And Israel take the advantage after the first 20 minutes. A slightly deflated Coach Ocampo heading to the locker room to talk to his Czech Republic team. First half complete. It's Israel 44, Czech Republic 31. Here are the shooting stats from that first half. Certainly better shooting stats in the second quarter. Israel pouring in 28 points in that second period and extending their lead further. They're winning the rebounding battle as well. They put a lot of on-ball pressure today. 9 steals in the first 20 minutes. Top scorers, Madar has 14, Timor with 13. That backcourt duo doing damage. Ruben leads the way for the Czech Republic with 8. Here are some of the best plays of that first half. Plenty for us to look at. A really interesting encounter between these two teams. Remember, they came in off picking up wins yesterday. Czech Republic with a win over Estonia, and Israel taking the win over North Macedonia in the second game of the day yesterday. But Israel, it's all business here for them in Tallinn, as they have just looked consistent so far. 40 minutes against North Macedonia, they did the job. And the first 20 minutes here against the Czech Republic, they are certainly doing a job, particularly on the offensive end. 2 players in double digits for Israel. Jan Madar, the youngster, the 22-year-old, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals for him. And at the other end, 31-year-old Israeli captain Bar Timor, 13 points for him at the half. As for the Czech Republic, no players in double digits. Wojciech Ruben leads their scoring. He has 8 points, 6 of which came in the first 2 minutes of the game. He's 2 from 4 from outside. But it really is on the offensive end that the Czech Republic have struggled, and Israel have put a lot of pressure on them. 11 turnovers by the Czech Republic in that first half. And that is problematic if they want to come away with the win. So at the half here in Tallinn, it's Israel 44, Czech Republic 31. Second half just around the corner.
Unique character. Unique chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Start of the second half. Remember, here are our leaders. Ruben leads the scoring for the Czech Republic. He has 8 points. Martin Kriš has 4 rebounds, and Ondrej Sejenal 3 assists. And it's Wojciech Ruben who leads the way for the Czech Republic so far in this first half. 8 points, 6 of them coming very early in the game. He was 2 from 2 from downtown to start the game. Slowed down a little as the game progressed, but certainly a difference from yesterday, where he didn't score a point and fouled out in under 13 minutes. Not what you expect from him, but he'll be needed in this second half. A big second half for him if the Czech Republic are going to come away with the win. Republic certainly have the talent, they have the firepower in this roster and the experience to come back from 13 points down at the half and pick up a win, but they're going to have to disrupt the game. They're going to have to change something up in the second half if they want that to happen. Svarta came in and did a great job in the closing stages of that first half. Although he picked up his 3rd foul, which is problematic for Coach Ocampo, he did have a quick 5 points as well as 3 rebounds. He was only on the floor a little under 6 minutes. For Israel, though, they have talent throughout the roster, weapons throughout the roster, and they have the ability to score on you from so many different ways. We just saw Roman Sorkin a moment ago, just 5 points today, but has 5 rebounds as well. Going to be an interesting second half here in Tallinn. Remember, this is game 1 of 2 here today. Later, we have the home team, Estonia, taking on North Macedonia. A real must-win game for those 2 teams as they go toe-to-toe, entering the game after losing the opening games. Just a reminder as well, this is Group A. Group B is taking place in Poland right now, and Poland came away with the narrowest of wins in their opening game earlier today. They won that one 83-81. In about half an hour's time, Portugal will take to the floor against Bosnia and Herzegovina. And remember, it's the top 2 teams from each of these groups, Group A and Group B, that will face each other in the semi-finals on Friday. The semi-finals will take place in Poland, in Gliwice, with the final on Sunday. And remember what they're playing for. This is all about Paris 2024. This is all about the Olympics. These teams clinging on to their Olympic dreams, hoping that they can be the team to win this tournament and secure themselves a spot in the Olympic qualifying tournament in full next year. Officials look like they're ready to go. We are moments away from the start of the second half here in Tallinn. Both teams now in their huddles as Coach Ocampo gives his team their final instructions. There's the QR code for Courtside 1891. Stream schedules and scores if you are a basketball fan and that is not on your phone. Tell me why. Get the QR code now, scanned in, download the app, and definitely worth a subscription for a ton of basketball from all over the world straight into your phone or your smart device. Coach Ocampo using every last second get his thoughts across to the team as they need to change the flow of the game here in the second half. Both teams now come back to the floor. Second half action underway here in Tallinn. Game day 2 of the Olympic pre-qualification tournament. It's Israel taking on the Czech Republic. Israel with a 13-point lead at the half as they look to remain unbeaten after 2. Krejci comes up short. Ruben, little fadeaway 1-footer First Czech Republic player to double digits, Wojciech Ruben. Sorkin now looks to hand it off to Ziv. Being harassed. Foul will be called though on Vít Krejčí. His third foul. That causes Coach Ocampo an issue. Does he leave him in the game? Does he risk him? Sideline ball against for Israel. And Czech Republic defense certainly a lot more intense here in this second half. Madar just absolutely swamped by Pulpan as he tries to get to the basket. And maybe that's why Victor Pulpan has been brought onto the floor. Just as a cover for Madar, trying to slow him down. Sorkin now has to pick the dribble up, and Israel certainly not as easy in their offense this time. That's come off the hands of Pulpan though, so it'll be baseline ball for Israel again. Ziv to inbound, does so. Madar hands it back to Ziv. Much better ball movement here by Israel. Liza in and out. Rebound by Ziv. Where's the foul call? It's there. That one's going to be on Peterka. 28-year-old quickly puts his hand up, accepts responsibility for that foul. It's the right call as well. Just got caught ball watching, really. Catch and shoot. Madar in and out, and Israel a little bit drier here in the second half, not finding it quite as easy as they did in that second quarter in particular. Ruben now waves it away. He's got the mismatch he wants against Sorkin. Backs it out, pulls up, long three, pulls up that one a little. It was a little flat. Ziv now puts some pace behind it. Clearly Israel maybe want to get some points in broken play. Apologies for the technical glitch. We are now back and good to go as Ziv picks up his third foul. Krejčí back on his feet. Ruben, a little heavy this time, long rebound. That one's come off the hands of Krish. He's not happy. Official says Israeli ball. A much more impassioned look to the Czech Republic so far in the start of this second half, and Coach Ocampo is actually challenging the call. He believes it's a Czech Republic ball. He's gone early with his challenge. Both coaches keep it for the fourth quarter in case the game is close and they want to talk things over, clearly Coach Ocampo thinks there's a little bit of momentum building for his team and doesn't want to see that disrupted by a possession going the other way. Here's the replay the officials are looking at. It looks like it came off Martin Krisch's hand, but maybe not. Maybe it is off the hand of Timur. Let's have a look. Well, that one's not going to help us. It's slightly out of frame on that one. Imagine having to call this in real time. That's what the officials have to do, play after play. It does look like maybe it went off the hand of Timur, actually. One of the officials saying. Continuing to talk it over, looking at replays. Could be an important call, an opportunity for the Czech Republic to get back within single digits. Certainly a psychological bump when you are within single digits. And watch it again. Both Krisch and Timur certainly hustling hard for it. Looks like they've made the decision. Let's see what they say. No, they're going to stay with possession to Israel. So Coach Ocampo has used his challenge unsuccessfully. Just won a game. Whether you're right or wrong, you only get one. Still an 11-point lead for Israel. A little over 2 minutes gone in this second half, and only 2 points have been scored. That's spilled out of bounds by Sorkin, and you feel that the energy level increase from the Czech Republic has slightly knocked Israel off their stride here in the opening stages of this second half. Krejci now. Kirk will come back out. Ruben off the glass, couldn't quite get his angles right. Where's it going? Into the hands of Krisch. Skip to Ruben, he'll drive the baseline. Wide open, Krisch for three, and it's string music from the corner. What a start to the second half for the Czech Republic. Exactly what Coach Ocampo will have wanted. There's the assist by Ruben. Couldn't be more wide open if he tried, and he pays off that pass with the three. Czech Republic back within 8. Blink of an eye and the game has changed. Timeout called by Coach Bedel-Ahmi for Israel. We're going to jump into their huddle, hear what he has to say.
Onside. Onside. אוקיי. אחרי שעושים סל 42, להרים את הקצב, אנחנו משחקים בקצב שלהם ואנחנו רדומים. יאללה,
And it really is a different looking Czech Republic team stepping out here in the second half. Coach Ocampo, I'm sure, had a rallying call in the locker room, and it's being answered by his team right now. A 5-0 run to start the second half. Ruben with the first bucket, and then up steps Martin Krisch. Ruben's first assist of the game as well. How do Israel react now? Madar steps out, free ball goes up, off left, where's the rebound? That will remain Israel ball, I think, off the hands of Martin Paterka. Israel ball on the baseline, but not the Israel we saw in the second quarter so far here in this third one. Timur now, the captain, and Sorkin is wrapped up and fouled by Ruben. They are determined to stop Sorkin finding some form and getting any rhythm in this game. I think Sorkin has been fouled more times than he does have points and maybe rebounds combined. Wrapped up again. Easy call for the officials. Third foul of the quarter for the Czech Republic as well. Madar dumps it inside to Timur. Timur drives in and throws it out of bounds. And the stuttering start to this third quarter continues. Over 3 minutes gone now. And Israel yet to score. Remember, they scored 28 points in that second quarter. By this point, they'd almost scored 9 points in the quarter, and they're yet to score in this one. Still hold an 8-point lead, though. Peterka fakes the three. Good ball movement here. Ruben off target with the three from the corner. Rebound pulled down by Blazer. Sorkin now going up against Klisch. Double team just hunts him down. Timur nails it. That is why he is the captain. Such composure from the veteran guard. Gets their scoring underway eventually. Took pretty much 4 minutes though. Peterka catch and shoot three, slightly short and right. The momentum that the Czech Republic built up early is starting to fade away. Oh, Timur! What a performance from him today. Certain things you look for in a captain. And right now, if you want to show what that is, just play the highlights of Bar Timur in this game. What a performance. 18.6 from 9 from the field for him. Making tough plays when his team need them the most. Heads to the line with the chance of the three-point play as well. Czech Republic will make 2 changes. Pershel and Sanel come in for Klisch and Krajcek. And Timur completes the three-point play, and just like that, Israel's lead is up to 14 again. 6-point swing in the last 90 seconds. Sanel fakes the three, and he's got the mismatch against Sorkin, but he's not going to use it effectively. Don't think he necessarily has the foot speed to beat him. Ruben throws up the prayer with the shot clock expiring, and have the Czech Republic team run out of gas already here in the second half, and they're back to the ways of the first. That one's short. Rebound by Pershel. Sanel for three. Comes up short again, doesn't get the roll. On the floor. That's hustle from the Czech Republic. Peterka still on the floor. Looks like he might have hurt himself. The officials will stop the game. He's okay, just holding his shoulder slightly, but he's all right, he's good to go. 4:43 left in this third quarter. Out of the game goes Blazer, and Artsy comes in for Israel. There's the lob pass, catch and shoot. Ruben nails the three. Wow. Straight off the coach's clipboard, straight onto the hardwood. Beautiful execution, and Ruben really stepping up to lead this team. 13 points for him now. Oh, little catch mid-air by Timur. Didn't get it to go, though, but does get the rebound, and they'll reset again. Madar back out. Timur, three. Little flat foul will be called on Pulpan though, as Madar ends up off the baseline. Pulpan called for the foul. Timeout called though, as Israel hold an 11-point lead, 4:13 left. Coach Ocampo wants to talk things over.
Boita, go over. We are doing the goalkeeper, okay? We help a little bit. You go over and take the main. Venga, don't switch. We don't need it to do. Second thing, now the defense, we're gonna play 3-3. Thomas, you go for Victor. So 3 means that when now he is holding the screen, you realize. So Simon, you two steps, and you, the defender, goes under your teammate. Okay. In the triple line, Thomas, you follow me? Yes. So don't over the screen. No, here to defend like the pass. You go and come back because he is holding. So those passos, 2 steps, but you are in 2, with a 4-2, with a 5 here. Okay, because he's holding the screen. Okay?
Israel regaining a little bit of composure, primarily through that man there, Bar Timur. Real leader for this team. Continues to impress. 19.6 from 11 from the field. Perfect from the free throw line. Has been on the floor though 14 minutes. As Madar is at the line. He's been on the floor 23 minutes. However, yeah, Madar is just 22 years old, so he can run until the cows come home, right? It's the first free throw. And the second. 16 points now for Madar. He'll take a break as Huber comes into the game. A little bit of pressure here now from Israel. More to slow Czech Republic down than to change anything in particular. Sayanel. Sayanel to the basket, will draw the foul off Sorkin. And Sorkin hasn't found rhythm in the game. Clearly a big plan of the Czech Republic was exactly that, and it is the right call. He's still stepping forward. Krejci looks on as his team from the hands of Sayanel at the free throw line. Get their deficit back to 12. Make that 11 on those two mates. And for the Czech Republic, if they can get to the end of this third quarter, be around single digits down, that's not the end of the world. It puts them within striking distance in the fourth. It just requires them to have a good final quarter, and they could come away with the win. As it stands, though, Israel definitely in the driver's seat right now. Outseat to Timur. Oh, the pass is slightly misthrown as Chachashvili was coming high to set the screen rather than establishing down low. Foul's going to be called on Chachashvili as Sayanel just drew him in and looked to go past him. Smart play. As the Czech Republic continue to plug away and scrap away, trying to get themselves a foothold back in this game. You feel if they can get within a couple of possessions, that will give them the confidence they need. Strong drive, little drop step, and gets the roll. Tough play. Kozak hasn't seen much action, didn't play yesterday, the Weber State graduate. Kravitz now hands it back to Timur. He'll just drive straight down the lane, and finger roll not quite there. Sayanel fouled by Huber. Sayanel trying to convince the official to give an unsportsmanlike foul. To be fair, I understand his conversation. There is no play at the ball really from Huber. And an easy layup by Madar once again, and you just feel that Israel now starting to regain a little bit of confidence after a shaky start to this second half. They've slowly worked their way into this quarter. Still losing the quarter 12-10. Considering it took them nearly 4 minutes to score, though, it's not the end of the world. Air ball put up by Kozak. Cleach will come back in. Pershall goes to the bench. 1 minute 50 left in this third quarter. Still a relatively comfortable lead for Israel. The Czech Republic has certainly made it less comfortable than any other stage in the game here in the third quarter. And the backdoor cut, oh my goodness me. That is criminal from Yair Kravitz. Missing a wide open layup. Krish is open, doesn't take it though. Sayanel, he'll drive inside. Krish will travel. Should have taken the first option in the corner. Hit one earlier in the game. You'll see another change now as Svoboda will come into the game. Out comes Ruben. 1 minute 22 on the third quarter clock as Coach Ocampo is looking for some solutions right now. Huber brings it up over the half. Wide open, Artsy, no good. Long rebound, falls to the Czech Republic. Madar almost steals it, but can only knock it out of bounds. Remember, this is game 1 of 2 here in Tallinn. We have our hosts up next, taking on North Macedonia. That one tips off in a little over an hour and a half. Expecting another big crowd for that one. Stolen away though, 2-on-1 break here for Israel. And an easy score for Huber. Israel's lead back to 13 now. Huber scoops up the deflected rebound. And we're pretty much back where we were when we started the quarter. A slow start to the quarter for Israel, a slow finish to the quarter for the Czech Republic. And it's still a 13-point lead for Israel as we get close to closing out this quarter. Sayanel is fouled by Madar. Both teams in the penalty, so Sayanel will go to the free throw line. Yeah, it's the right call by the officials. Not sure why Madar is questioning that one. Sayanel now to the line for shots. He knows what the Olympics feels like. He was there, part of the Czech Republic roster that played in Tokyo. The delayed Olympics, the asterisk Olympics, Tokyo 2020, that took place in 2021. Also part of a Eurobasket as well, so Say now, maybe with even more motivation. He knows what the opportunity they have here is. Remember what they're playing for, to keep their Olympic hopes alive. It's the second, and that's what they need. They're within 11 again. 22.5 seconds left in this third quarter. Timor back in as Altzi goes to the bench. Sure, Israel will look to take the final shot of this quarter and look to hold at least a double-digit lead to take into the final 10 minutes. Madar shaking, double team comes out to him, he comes up short, and that will be the end of the third quarter here in Tallinn. Israel still comfortably in the driver's seat, but this game is certainly on the line right now. Israel 56, Czech Republic 45, fourth quarter around the corner. Here are the shooting stats so far. Neither team really shooting the ball particularly well from outside, plenty of action under the basket. 10 minutes still to play. Israel with the advantage. Here's some of the top plays from that third quarter of action as Israel look to hold on to their advantage going into that final quarter. A low-scoring quarter again, but the Czech Republic with a slight advantage. First quarter that they've won in this game, they won it 14-12, trimming Israel's lead from 13 as it was at the half to 11 with 1 quarter left on the books. Timor, what a game he has had for this team. 19 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 50% from the field. That is leading by example, as is the Czech Republic captain, particularly in that third quarter, Wojciech Ruben. He's come in and done a good job today for his team, for his country. 13 points, 3 rebounds for Ruben. But it's going to have to be a big quarter of basketball now for the Czech Republic. Realistically, they're going to need to have, well, they're definitely going to have their highest scoring quarter. They're going to need at least 25 to 30 points in this quarter, whilst holding Israel to a little over 10 maybe. That's their opportunity. Do they have it in them? Do they have the gas in the tank? Rest day tomorrow, remember, before we come back on Tuesday for the final games of this group stage, where the Czech Republic will face North Macedonia in the early game and Israel will take on our host Estonia in the game in the evening. Israeli 5 back on the floor. It's a strong 5 to take to the floor as well. Coach Ocampo brings Krejci back in. A little bit of foul trouble earlier in the game. Ziv inbounds the ball. Fourth quarter action underway. Israel potentially 10 minutes away from back-to-back wins in this Olympic pre-qualifying tournament and taking a big step towards the semi-finals. Madar steps back, can't get it to go. There we go, offensive rebound. Oh, and the putback I think is from Krejci. I don't think that was from Sorkin. Might have been an own basket. Let's see who they chalk that one up to. Krejci. And Sorkin was given that last one. Klisch takes himself to double digits with that score, and for the Czech Republic, they just have to keep the scoreboard ticking over with the hope that they can have a rally at some point in this final quarter. For Israel, it just needs to be business-like. Oh, Sorkin soars through the paint. Timor scoops things up, but doesn't get it to go either. Czech Republic now. Strong move, but better defense. Madar meets him at the rim. 3 goes up, that's short. Sorkin rips down the rebound. His 7th rebound of the game alongside 7 points. Big man on the way to a potential double-double here. Madar, short. The tip's no good either for Ziv. Kisling pulls up, 3-ball in transition, that's short as well. Timor bats it back in, another great play from him. Oh, Ziv just gliding down the floor. Moves so gracefully with such pace. There's the pass inside to Sorkin. Foul's going to be called on Svoboda. Again, they don't want Sorkin to score. And the way they've stopped him today pretty much is fouling him. Sorkin will go back to the free throw line again. Free throws 5 and 6 for him. He's 3 from 4 so far in today's game. Only 2 field goals for Roman Sorkin from his 5 attempts. Several changes here as Peterka comes in for Kozak for the Czech Republic. Also into the game comes Bohm as Krish goes to the bench. Sorkin makes the first of his 2. And the second is good. 5 from 6 from the free throw line for the big man. Little bit of pressure now applied by Israel, just to slow the game down a little. Oh, and the 3 is good. That is a timely score from Svoboda. Foul on the floor as Krajcik couldn't quite stay with Madar. There's a foul, there's a foul. And there's another one. Take your pick. Here's the 3-ball though. First score of the game for Svoboda. Turnover for Israel. Czech Republic within 10. Chance to get back within single digits. That will spur them on. Do they have enough in the last just shy of 7.5 minutes to turn this one around and come away with what is a huge win and really increases their chances of being at the Olympics next year? Back out to Kisling. Shot clock down to 8. Kisling drives inside, goes for the reverse, no good. Oh, the follow though. Tough play, Martin Peterka. And Kisling's been called for a technical foul, I think, and it continues to talk. That is an unbelievably foolish play by Tomasz Kisling. His team fight their way back into the game. They get to within 8, and he gets himself a technical foul after his teammate scores. Absolute craziness from Kisling. If I'm Coach Ocampo, I am furious at Kisling right now. Madar at the line. Hits the technical free throw. Baseline ball now for Israel. With that made free throw, their lead is back out to 9. Could Kisling regret that if Israel win this game by a single point? My goodness me, if I was his teammate, I wouldn't be too happy. Madar now hands it away to Timor. A little bit of time management here from Israel as well. Ziv drives down the throat of the lane and gets the easy 2, and it was just a shoulder shake that opened the lane up for him to attack. Svoboda will hand it away. Kisling attacks the basket again. He'll get the foul this time. Called early though, so it's on the floor. Yeah, it's there. And that's the easiest of layups off the glass for Ziv. Just lured the defender in to think he was cutting back. Instead, just attacked straight onto that left hand. Six and a half minutes left, 11-point lead, and it's been thrown away. Kisling will rescue it. 8 seconds left. Krejci goes straight at the basket, comes out. Corner three and the foul. Ziv, a little bit overzealous, chasing out the shooter. Foul is called. Absolutely right call. Boom. Gets floored by the defense from Ziv. Boom at the line for 3 free throws. Hits the first of his. And the second is good. His first points of the game, David Bohm. And all three. That is a big phase of play for him. And Israel's lead is at 8 and is looking slightly precarious right now. Let's see. Looks like he traveled, but it doesn't matter as Bohm comes up with the rebound. Ruben hands it away to Krejci. Right hand floater is good. And a timeout's going to be called by coach Bedalachmi as the Czech Republic have surged back into this game. They now trail by just 6 points here in the final quarter. A 12-7 first 4 minutes to the final quarter. I said to you they needed a score mid to high 20s. They're on track for exactly that. Coach Bedalachmi forced into the timeout. Let's listen to this Israeli huddle.
יש המון זמן, אנחנו צריכים לרוץ, יש המון זמן, אנחנו צריכים לרוץ, בסדר? לא להיגרר עוד פעם לסט גיים הזה, אוקיי? לא להיגרר.
לא משחרר אותי.
הגבוה, שנייה. אנחנו משחקים את השתיים פלש עכשיו. שתיים פלש. אתה תחסום. אתה תחסום, אתה תצא לקליעה.
אתה הולך לישון.
55 בהגנה בלי שטויות, יאללה.
The arena starting to fill up now as some fans coming a little early. Estonian fans, and they're catching the end of what has been a very good game here between Israel and the Czech Republic. Israel have looked good throughout. They've had an 18-point lead at one stage. Well, that's all but gone. It's now just a 6-point lead with 5:54 left on the game clock. Can the Czech Republic come back from 18 points down? That would be an unbelievable achievement in their fight to be at the Olympics next year in Paris. Timor open for 3, rattles it home once again. Bar Timor with a big play, 22 points for him now. Catch and shoot for Kisling. He's short. Rebound by Bohm, but it's batted away. Kravitz comes away with it. How big is that 3 from Timor going to be for Israel in this game? It feels pretty monumental, to be fair. Inside, Sorkin looks to throw it down, but loses the ball as he does so. Missed 2 dunks yesterday. Misses what would have been a huge dunk here today there. There's the 3 from Timor. As Bohm will go to the bench and Martin Krish will come in. Sorkin knows he should have finished that one off. Israel's lead is at 9. Backdoor pass to Sorkin. Gracefully lays it in. And Israel's lead back out to double digits. Timeout called by Coach Ocampo. And once again, who is it? It is Timur pulling all of the strings for Israel. Nonchalantly, millimeter perfection with the pass. Sorkin with the easiest of finishes. Let's head into this Czech Republic huddle.
Now, listen. Is with you sleeping or no, we are in red, okay? And with you, the first one, if you are in time, we are in 3. If not, red. But most of the times, red. Vamos, but after red, aggressive here, and bump him to avoid these slips.
Spain run as well?
Eh?
Spain run as well, everything right?
Yes, yes. We play. Martin, very fast here. Play the hand with Peterka. You can shoot. If not, Thomas, you can here. You play the pick and roll. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Plenty of big plays across this Israeli roster, but without a shadow of a doubt, Jan Madar will be up there at the end of the game. 19 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. The young man is doing a hell of a job here. 3 steals, drawing 6 fouls as well. Love to see that statistic for Roman Sorkin today. He has been manhandled every time he's got the ball. 11-point lead though for Israel. 4.5 minutes left on the 4th quarter clock. Kislink, Krejci into the low post. Peterka bullying his way to the basket, tries to float it up there. Kislink with the rebound, but he's aggressively come over the back. He needs to be careful. He's talking to the official again. Already got a technical foul. I think Kislink's primarily frustrated with his own performance. 1 from 9 from the field today. Thomas Kislink had 16 points yesterday, shooting 55% from the field. Timur off the glass, no good. Foul's going to be called on Sorkin, I think. Illegal boxing out. Roman Sorkin frustrated as well. Not had the same game that he had yesterday. Still going to end up with 11 points and 6 rebounds though. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, it's the right call. Sorkin's put his hands on the back of Ruben. I think what he's claiming is he was pushed as well. Krejci slows it up, trying to lose his defense, and he can't as Kravitz is all over him. Into the corner, it's open, and it's a 3. Kislink at last unlocks a 3 ball. Is it too little, too late though? Czech Republic within 8. Still a lot of time on the clock. Blazer. Backdoor cut. Good ball movement. Madar. Kravitz will attack the basket. And Sorkin just opens the lane up for him for the easy score. Kislink. 3 ball goes up and is good. And is this the way back into the game? Krejci with another 3. He had 2 3-point plays in the first half. Hit a corner 3 earlier and now hits that wing 3. A 7-point lead for Israel. 3 minutes to play. Remember, a chance to be at the Olympics. Still up for grabs here. Sorkin gets rejected, and that will be a shot clock violation. As Czech Republic, under the guidance of Coach Ocampo, really have turned up in this second half. Put on a show. They won the 3rd quarter by 2. They're winning this 4th quarter by 4 right now. Sanel comes into the game as Peterka comes out for Czech Republic. Altsi in for Sorkin for Israel. Kislink now. All it takes is for one of the players like Kislink for the Czech Republic to get a hot hand. Ruben Trying to find a way around, it isn't there. Shot clock at 6, Seyanal. Trying to bully his way to the basket, but loses possession. Israel will steal it away. Madar slows it down. He's got the mismatch he wants against Klisch. Czech Republic will have to help across. Pulls the trigger on the 3. That's a big shot. Look at the confidence. You just felt it as it left his hand. Wasn't going anywhere else but in the bucket. Taichi. Quick first step, just slices open the defense. Israel's lead cut back down to 7 again. Officials want to review something right now. Let's wait and see what they want to review. Not quite sure what phase they want to go back to have a look at. Is it whether Madar was a 2 or a 3 maybe? That's impossible to see from that angle. This one will be perfection. Or will it? Oh, it's a 2. Wow. If he'd worn a half size down, it would have been a 3, but it's going to be a 2. It was called as a 2 to start with. They're going to keep it as a 2. These officials have been absolute top dollar today. Israel's lead will stay at 7. One minute 48 to go. Israel still clearly favourites to come away with their second win in 2 days. And that said, the Czech Republic have really come to life in this second half. Drive to the basket. Foul's going to be called as Klisch hits the floor really hard. That was a hell of a sound as he rolls off the baseline. Just a powerful attack at the basket by Blazer. Yeah, not outside the restricted zone. It's a smart play, really, by Oz Blazer. He knows that he's not going to get a charge foul called on him if he can just get there quick enough. Boritsky comes into the game for Madar, for Israel. Interesting that Madar's gone to the bench right now when he's putting in a big performance. I don't think Madar's particularly happy with being sent to the bench. And the first of 2 free throws for Blazer is made. It's these fine margins in this kind of game that are the difference between winning and losing. Taichi brings it up over the half, once again harassed by Kravitz. Jumper is up, batted back by Ruben. It ends up in Israeli hands though, and they're going to get an easy score, are they? That potentially could be an unsportsmanlike. Kisling needs to be careful. If it's upgraded, that's him out of the game. And here's the pass. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw that one upgraded. In fact, I think Coach Badalakmi is going to ask whether the officials think this should be upgraded or not. This is the replay that the officials are going to watch. It doesn't look good the more you watch it, to be honest with you. I think initially there's a block there, but quickly turns into what looks more like a clothesline from Tomasz Kisling. Let's see what the officials come back with. Israel lead by 9 right now. If this is upgraded, they'll get free throws as well as possession. No, they're going to keep it as a regular foul. Making a play at the ball. It wasn't overly aggressive or dangerous. Kislink remains in the game, and Timor will go to the line for 2 free throws. As Eye of the Tiger rings out around the arena. That one's in and out for Bar Timor. This is the second. Krejci now. Little shot fake, glides inside. The pass is batted out of bounds though. And one thing I would say, you cannot question the drive and determination of the Krejci. He's putting in everything he possibly can to get his team the win, as Coach Ocampo will use another timeout. 1:06 left on the game clock. Israel's lead is out to 9. This is the last throw of the dice for the Czech Republic.
Martin, you're here. When he clapped the ball, so when he claps the ball, you're gonna do this bit very fast. So immediately you set the screen and come here. I need this pass. You take the ball with your left hand from this angle, you shoot. Okay? If you cannot pass here, pass there. Now, Boita, you do this, and Thomas come. Okay? So we pass and duck in. Okay. But take this shot. Take this shot. No stupid fouls. Defend well with the red box out. We go for the points. Okay? Let's go.
Game still in the balance here, as both of these teams, and we see Coach Toijala, the Estonian head coach, coming in early, probably having a little look at their opponents for tomorrow. Israel. Krish goes inside, gets the score. Martin Krish has done all he can for this team to try and get them the win. He's up to 16 points alongside 7 rebounds now. Israel clearly trying to burn as much clock as they can as Paritsky slows it down. Remember, the win is important, but also points difference might play a part. Madar, oh, nails another big shot, and he says game over. Nailing the coffin. Yeah, Madar calls the game on that one. Foul will be called on Altzi. Madar, 24 points now. And you feel that the ceiling is still a long way off for this young man. Still plenty of development. Imagine what he is going to be when he's the finished product. That's it, game over. Ruben with the fadeaway, as the Czech Republic's hopes fade away here in this game. Israel lead by 10 in the final 15 seconds now. Points difference is important. Madar puts another 3 up and hits another 3. He's in another dimension right now, Jan Madar. Playing on a different plane. Krish comes up short. Paritsky won't put the shot up, and that will be the end of the game. An intriguing game for the full 40 minutes. The Czech Republic did what they could in the second half to really fight their way back in, but Israel just too strong in the end. Israel 80, Czech Republic 67. And Israel with a 2-0 record now. Here are your shooting stats from the game. 30 points, from downtown for Israel, 27 for the Czech Republic, to be fair. Both teams shooting reasonably well from all over the floor. Israel just dominating the rebounding battle. Also 12 steals, putting a huge amount of on-ball pressure to cause the Czech Republic issues. Your top scorers, Madar, 27 points, Timur with 22. Leading the way for the Czech Republic, though, Martin Kriš with 16 points. Celebrations at the half for this Israeli team. 2 games in, 2 wins in the locker. You cannot ask any more than that of a team. Here are the top plays from the 4th quarter of action here in Tallinn. And what an interesting 4th quarter we had as the Czech Republic pushed and pushed and pushed as hard as they could. They really did a job in the second half. The game was actually tied in the second half. It was 36 apiece, but all the damage was done by Israel in the first half. They were up by 4 at the end of the first quarter. They were up by 13 at the half. And eventually they walk away with that 13-point win here in game day 2. But some big results for individual players as well. None more so than Yam Madar, 27 points, 5 assists and 4 steals, 8 from 18 from the field, 5 from 13 from downtown. Also in double digits, Bar Timur, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for him. And Roman Sorkin, who had 11 points and 6 rebounds. As for the Czech Republic, 3 players in double digits. Martin Kriš had 16 points and 7 rebounds. Wojciech Hrubin, 13 points and 3 rebounds. And then Andrzej Sayanel had 10 points and 6 assists. All eyes now will move forward to tomorrow's games for these 2 teams, as the Czech Republic will face a critical game against North Macedonia in the early tip-off on Tuesday. Sorry, not tomorrow, Tuesday. And then Israel will close out the Group A stage here in the second game when they face Estonia. Still plenty to play for all of the teams involved in this. We do have a game coming up after this one. In fact, in an hour's time, as Estonia will take on North Macedonia. Both those teams entering that game without a win, so fighting to keep their Olympic hopes alive. So much on the line in these games. Remember, it's 8 teams fighting it out across 2 groups with only 1 place available at next year's Olympic qualifying tournament. As it stands, Israel are looking good, and they are in the driver's seat to claim that spot. But still plenty of games ahead of them